I was talking fantasy football with my friends the other day.
Well, Josh? Well. Look who's back. Where the hell have you been? At home, sitting in your asses?
Go away now, Josh. Actually, my name is Alan.
A dorky white kid with a Cub Scout bandana on his head.
Bravo.
Echo.
November.
Tango. On.
Football.
All right, welcome back to another week of Bedtime Fantasy Football. Alan and Josh back here with you again for week number whatever it is. We don't know.
It's 13 of the regular season, so
Yes. So we
and the fantasy season.
Yeah, at least we have a landmark there. We got an awesome show today. We're going to do things a lot different, or I shouldn't say a little different this week than we have in the past, as far as some of our gub and bet predictions and all this other stuff. So we're going to mix it up a little bit today, Josh.
Yes. And it's this show, there's some milestones we're hitting, some landmarks, and I'm going to tell you I'm really, really proud of. So we're actually doing the show on a Saturday, due to scheduling conflicts. First time ever. But the bigger reason is, and guys, I can't believe I got Alan to agree to this. We have a TV in the background when we watch live games, and and we give our reactions to it. But this is the first time in history that I've actually got Alan to agree to put a college football game on in the background. Yeah. We're watching the Big 12 championship game right now.
Oh, it's a championship game?
Yeah.
Oh, who cares?
As you can tell, Alan's loving it as much as I am. So
yeah, it's fantastic. Who's the purple team?
That's TCU. Okay. They're number 3.
Who's the one that looked like the Cowboys?
That's Kansas State.
Okay. So the Cowboys and the Ravens. All right. Perfect. All right. So we have something different we're going to do with our labels this week too. So
I can't wait.
We're going to kind of fill you in. So what I did is I filled out Josh's label. Josh filled out my label. Now the way we're going to do this, if you guys remember back to last season, what we did is we put a statement on each other's can, and then we had to relate that back to football or fantasy football, right? So this year we're going to do a little bit different. We still have the labels and so forth, but this time we just have to explain what's on the label. So you guys will be seeing the labels for the first time. Josh will be seeing his label for the first time.
Oh yeah, I'm so eager to see this label.
Yeah, and
scared to death.
It's going to be fun. So since you guys are seeing it for the first time, Josh is going to explain to you what the label is, and I'm going to explain to you what my label is.
Okay.
All right. So I guess without further ado,
do you want me to go first or?
Go first. That's
all right.
Totally fine.
Alan's label here, and he's got to justify this somehow. I love college football for the following reasons. This should be pretty easy for you. Okay, I mean, there's a few reasons I can think of as an NFL fan.
Well, okay, that's fair. So, I love college football for the following reasons. Because my good friend Josh here likes football, and he was kind enough to put college football on TV for us today. I didn't know what channel it was even on, or anything about. Is the guy in the black and the white stripes? Is he a referee also?
I'm not even going to justify that.
All right. So anyway, I think the Cowboys are winning or losing. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. But anyway,
this is Kansas State and TCU. It's not the Cowboys.
Oh,
that's Oklahoma State, by the way. So.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so I got another reason that I love college football. And that's because these guys that are in college football, they end up going to the pros, and yes. I end up seeing them, and then I get blessed with you telling me what college they went to because I didn't watch it before. So, now I can look back and go, that's why that team was so good.
Okay, and that's kind of where I was going with that. That's what I wanted you to say.
Two great minds thinking alike.
I don't even think we have one great mind between the two of us, Alan.
We only have one mind.
One mind, yeah. Great or not.
Fair enough. So, do you want another reason, or is that good? Did I fulfill my commitment?
Whatever you think justifies the... I think that's good. So, I know it's painful enough.
I could list reasons for days and days.
I know it's painful enough for you to be watching this game and haven't even talked about college football, so
okay, well,
I'll give it to you there.
Are you ready for your beer then?
I don't know. I'm not, but just give it to me, okay?
I hope so, and I'll let you read the label to our friends.
Oh my God! I was actually thinking about doing something like this too.
Let them know what it says, and tell them what it means.
Kanye West, right about that. Right about that for sure. Guys, mental illness is not something to joke about. And there's
Apparently
something.
not.
No, there's something definitely going on with him. I mean, it's hard for me to think of one thing Kanye West is right about.
Why would you put that on your label?
I don't know,
Because
because
you didn't know what he's right about.
I had a brain fart, I guess. I think Kanye West was right when he said Beyonce had a great video when he interrupted Taylor Swift at the Grammys.
Was it right for him to interrupt?
Well, no, of course
Okay,
not.
okay.
Of course not. But that's about the only thing that I can ever agree with Kanye West on. Just so you guys are clear, I watched a video on Alex Jones' show, if you can even call it that. When Alex Jones is the voice of reason, he was on with Nick Fuentes, the human piece of garbage, and Kanye West. When Alex Jones is the voice of reason, then you know something is definitely wrong with you. So, yeah, he was right about Beyonce had a great video. That's the only thing I'll ever agree with Kanye about. So.
All right, very good.
And that Kim K had a big butt too. So
yeah, that's true. All right.
yeah,
All right, perfect.
I hate you, Al.
We had to do this more often. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
fun. More fun for
I
me.
was actually going to talk about this like a brief gub, something along the lines of that, but now I won't. So
You were going to talk about what Kanye was right about. Okay, forget it. Let's move on. Let's get these beers open though.
Did you see that stupid mask he had on in that Infowars?
All right, guys, kick back, pop open a cold one, and enjoy the show.
I love you, Alan, but I hate you at the same time.
That was good. That
Yes,
fun.
it was very good.
All right.
Fun for you.
That was great. Hey, if you guys got a kick out of that, make sure you like, subscribe, and share our show with others. And put some comments down there what you thought of that little bit we do. If you want to see more of that kind of stuff, let us know that. Josh, you have anything to add to that?
You know what? I was actually going to write on the can,
What's that?
and I didn't think it was appropriate for our show.
What's that?
You can say Nazis on our show, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Compared to what you're probably going to say later, it's pretty calm.
Yeah. I was going to actually pose the question: do you hate Nazis? And the answer would have been yes, right?
Yeah.
Whereas Kanye, did you watch that Infowars show when he said he loves Nazis? He says, "I love the Jews, but I also love Nazis." So it's not hard to say you hate Nazis. So that's what I was going to write on mine, just to kind of put you on the spot. But that
Okay.
we're thinking kind of the same. So
All right.
it tells you that we almost have a couple brain cells between us.
One between us.
One, well, maybe a developing one, maybe.
All right. All right. So let's jump into Gub.
Gub.
So I honestly don't have anything really that's got me Gub, other than the fact that Josh thinks that Kanye was right about something.
Oh my God! Shut up! You're never gonna let me live this down, are you?
And no, you got to turn this. So
Oh, that's
you
right.
Drink out of it.
Don't
Remember?
touch my beer, Ellen.
No excuse. So anyway, what's got you Gub, Josh?
What's got me Gub is the Lamar Jackson tweet. Okay, and I know Alan and I really aren't on Twitter anymore.
Thank you, Elon.
Yes, thank you, Elon. And that's another conversation for another day.
And Elon, if you're watching,
I hope he's not, because I won't do this show ever again if he is
and I
watching.
know you're watching.
Oh, he better not be.
I don't want you watching the show anymore.
Yes.
Wait, cut. Go ahead, Josh.
Lamar Jackson, they were up 27-14 that game against
Mhm.
Jacksonville. We thought it was a blowout,
Mhm.
and Jacksonville came back, beat them 28-27. Now, a fan, and I think this is within his given right as a fan, posted a pretty minor tweet, something along the lines of, spend that money elsewhere, get Lamar Jackson out of Baltimore, let's rebuild. Okay?
No,
I don't think that's out of bounds. Do you? I mean, as a fan...
I've said worse things about Bears quarterbacks, so.
Yeah. Now, Lamar Jackson, I'm going to read you this tweet, okay? And I'll go into this tweet here in just a minute. But Lamar Jackson responded, "Boy, shut the front door. He didn't say that, buddy. You know what I mean. Y'all be capping too much on this app. MF never smelt a football field, never did shit, but eat a dick. Okay?
Smelt? He said smelt.
Yeah,
That's atrocious.
I know. Well, you say stuff like that too.
Anyway, go ahead.
But anyway, I have no problem with the original tweet. Now, ESPN, CNN, TMZ, other news outlets are blowing this way out of proportion, claiming that Lamar Jackson knowingly posted homophobic comments, okay, about the eat a dick part. Now, homophobia has no place on our show or anywhere else. I don't think it's homophobic, and I don't think you do either.
Nope.
Okay, so I'll give Lamar Jackson that. It wasn't a homophobic tweet, but I will tell you this: it was stupid. You know, you come on, Lamar, you're making hundreds of millions of dollars. You do not. Why would you even entertain responding to that person? You know what I mean? Just let it roll off your back. Suit up, play the next week. But fans have a right to express their opinion, and I don't think that fan went. He didn't say anything personal. He didn't attack you.
I mean, the part about the money, you know, first of all, it's none of the fans' business how much Lamar makes, and I think that's the same with all the athletes. It's none of our business what they make, but nonetheless, it wasn't a direct shot at him either. It was something that he just kind of added in there as a little icing on the cake, I guess. But the tweet itself wasn't horrible. I mean,
No, not at all.
It was not. Like I said, I've said worse things about Bears quarterbacks. And,
Oh yeah,
and you know, I don't.
you said worse things about me.
Yeah, actually, right before the show, you should have heard what you weren't here yet. But yeah, so I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But you know, to personally attack somebody, and I don't think it was a gay slur.
No, not at all. Not at all.
But
like these media outlets make it out to be, but
yeah,
it was stupid nonetheless.
It was a stupid thing to say. Absolutely. So yeah, it's kind of got me bent too. But you know,
And this is another thing that I just thought about too. As a Ravens fan, even if I don't share this other fan's sentiments, I would be concerned that Lamar Jackson is focusing on this tweet and not focusing on getting out there and preparing for the next game. I mean, where's his mind really at? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's you as a professional athlete, you got to look past all that stuff. I mean, I was at a Cubs game one time, and I forget who the outfielder was, but they paid the Cubs paid a ton of money for him, and the fans were just giving him a hard time and blah blah blah, and it was just like, you know, don't make it personal. Don't make it personal. I mean, you have the right to be upset as a fan, but don't make it personal.
Yeah.
You know, coming back at them. So anyway, all right. We're gonna do something a little different with our start and sits this week.
This is we do something different every week.
Yeah, we do. We've decided
That
this
was easy.
Yeah, and you know it wasn't hard at all. And we've decided to let.
Oh, the Cowboys scored, or Kansas State scored. So.
Oh, the Cowboys. All right, Cowboy State. Cowboy State. Okay. We've decided to let the Wheel of Misfortune, also known as WOMF, decide. You know our start.
Not only our Ben predictions or WOMF picks, but our start and sit.
Yes. So this week I've got the sits and Josh has got the starts. So I got the sits. You got the shits. I mean the farts.
Yes, I got the farts.
Yeah, you got the farts, and I've got the sits.
And I'm going to be that the rest of the season because I'm 8 games under 500. So I don't think I have to get back to even think about naming it starts and sits.
Well, how did we do last week?
We both went 2-2.
Okay.
Okay. Here's the thing that blew my mind though. All 4 overs lost. Okay, including my 36 on Denver, Carolina, 40.5 for the Washington game. Cleveland 42.5. I thought those were no brainers. Your picks.
You know the ironic part of that is last week you mentioned how you'll never pick the under again.
Yeah.
And because you never pick the under, and then when you do it, and it's just like totally gets you every time. Oh, I got you again.
Oh, it did. It did. I picked an over 36 and over 47 on Miami. That one almost did, but it didn't. So a loss is a loss.
Mm-hmm.
How did over 36 when Carolina scores 23 points by themselves not hit? but
It's
nonetheless,
it's a small miracle.
yes. All right, so year to date, you ready for my record? This will just blow your mind. This is 14 and 22.
Wow, that's pretty.
Yeah, 14 and 22. So
Okay.
yeah,
How's the other guy on the show doing?
16 and 18, Alan. So
Okay.
as a team, we're 30 and 40.
Mostly because of you, but yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah, pretty much because of me, because I'm dragging us down like
You
I do
are.
every week.
Yeah, I wish you wouldn't do that. That's one working. All right, let's
All right, so anyway, I got starts this week. Even though I went first in Womp last week, I have to go first this week because I have to pick. Or are you gonna spin for me? And I have to
don't
pick
care.
the
I
game.
don't care.
Let's
spin
have
if
you
want.
spin. No, let's have you spin for me. So we're gonna pick. How about this? If we're picking 4 games, we can either pick the over under or the spread. So we don't have 8 picks apiece.
Okay,
for Womp.
that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right.
All right.
All right. I can't
so,
wait.
So hang on, I have a question.
Yes.
We didn't talk about this. What happens if I spin, or if you spin, let's say, and you get whatever game, and then I spin and get the same game? Do I just spin again, even for starts and sits? How's that going to work? We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
as we
we'll
go.
figure it out as we go.
So
As we do every
I'll
week,
let
we
you-
have to.
I'll let you do the honors.
Okay, so first, I'll do. Oh my God, this is the game I was telling you about. I hate this. And this is gonna really suck with a start even too. I'm gonna do my Womp pick first. Pittsburgh, Atlanta. That's a pick 'em. So you can't pick the spread either way in a pick 'em. I think there's 3 of them actually this week. 42.5. I'm going to kick myself in the face because I'm going to take the under 42.5. I know it's going to probably be in the 40s each now that I did that, but these teams suck. So
All right. So now you get to pick the position that you want to do for your starts.
I'm going to do Najee from Pittsburgh.
It's gonna be your start.
Yeah.
You know that he's listed as questionable, right?
I know, but I still
Okay.
like him better than anybody else.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Alan, this show is highly questionable every week, so I
Is
mean,
Well, at least some of the labels that we have on our cans. Oh, by the way, we need to bring this
God.
over here so everybody can see how you decorated your can this week.
You're right.
So go ahead. Anyway, so that's going to be your running back. It's
Yep.
going to be Najee Harris.
And
As
we
your
both
start.
went 2 and 2 last week on starts and sits, so
Okay. All right. So do you want to spin for me next, or do you want to keep going?
I'm going to spin for you.
All right.
All right, so greener.
Greener. Let's see what we got here.
Please be a bad one.
Oh yeah, it is.
Is it Cleveland, Houston?
No, it's Jacksonville, and
Detroit?
Yeah.
You know what? That one, I don't think you got to pick a sit. So I don't think that's. I don't know. That game could be high scoring though. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking of one position in particular, but
I know. I'm gonna go with my running back on this one too, and I'm gonna go with Swift on this one.
sit Swift.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Sit Swift.
I was going to kick you under the table if you said Jamal Williams because you know how much I love Jamal this
Yeah.
year.
Yep.
I agree with that. Is that another pick'em?
It is a pick'em. Yes.
Okay, so that's the second pick'em we've seen. There's 3 total this week, I
And
believe.
since I think it's actually a pick'em, they might end in a 0-0 tie, or a see the over under is 51, so it might end in a 25.5 to 25.5 game.
I wouldn't be surprised the way this season the NFL's been going.
But I'm going to take Jacksonville for the win.
No, we can't do pick'ems. We got to do over under. That's the only
I can't
caveat.
I can't do.
I just said that before
Come
we
on,
did
man.
this, so
But I wanted to pick Jacksonville because I have players on. All right. So the over under 51, 25 and a half to 25 and a half. That's what Vegas is calling for.
well, if it does end in that, I'm going to be pissed for a few reasons because first of all, there's no half points, and you know how much I love ties in the NFL. So
Yeah. So I'll go with I'm going to go with the under on that one.
under 51. Okay.
Yeah, under 51, and Swift is my sit.
All right. So Detroit under 51. And Swift. Okay, I like it. You want to spin for me?
Yep.
Is that one we just picked?
Yeah, that was the first one.
I don't want anything to have to do with that
All right.
game ever again.
There you go. You got a green one. You got a greener.
That's more like a yellowish green, so.
Okay. Split some hairs here.
Wow. Indy and Dallas.
Ooh.
I don't like Indy, but I don't. Dallas is a 10.5 point favorite. That's even at home. That's a huge spread this late in the season. Indy's actually starting to play a little better. I love that over 44.5, but I'm going to take Indy plus 10.5. I really am.
Okay.
So if you guys are picking, or if you're placing wagers on this, which I'm not, obviously, because I would be homeless, definitely bet on Dallas. Oh, God, this one, I got to pick a start.
Yeah, so it's either going to be a quarterback, wide receiver, or tight end.
Yeah, I'm going to take Schultz. I mean, I think this one's a little too easy. I mean, besides landing on the Kansas City game for a start, and picking a tight end, I think that's... Yeah, Dalton Schultz is really coming along here.
At least you got your tight end out of the way. That's the hard part.
God,
when
yeah.
we're doing it this way.
Yeah.
All right.
Just wait till next year when we start doing defenses and kickers.
Yeah.
No. All right, let's see what you got, Alan.
Spin it. Womp it.
Womp. Is that oh no, that's pink.
Pink.
Please be please be the third pick 'em.
It is not. This is actually going to be a good game.
Is it the Minnesota game?
No, it's Kansas City and Cincinnati. At
Oh,
Cincinnati.
God, yes. That's the problem with that game is, you have to pick a sit, not a start.
Yeah.
I would have no problem picking a start for that game.
Oh, I think I have a sit for that game. Okay, so let's start with the spread. It's Kansas City's favored by 2.
Kansas City on the road, right?
Right. And then the over/under is 53.
That's high.
You think?
I do. I think it is high, but I love that high spread with those two teams.
Yeah, I'm going to go over on the over/under. I'm going to go out on a limb and
All
say
right,
that's
so
going to be
KC
one
over
big time
53?
shootout. Yep.
Yeah. And I have Chase. I hope he's back this week. So.
Yeah, and I'm going to go with Cincy with the upset. Cincy and the 2 points.
Well, no, you can only do one. Remember, we're only picking one because we got. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought we still could do that. Okay. All right.
So, do you want the over or Cincy?
I want the over.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
That's probably smart. So.
Well, we'll see. That's
and I don't say that a lot to Alan. So.
That's why he's wrong a lot.
I'm wrong more than I'm right. So.
Well, that's true. I'll give you that. Okay, so my sits on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see it. So I got a wide receiver, I got a tight end, and I've got
Quarterback.
Yeah, it's not gonna be either quarterback. So that's gonna be a shootout game.
Yeah, I wouldn't sit either one of those guys.
And it's I can't do running back. So I'm not gonna sit Kelsey because that would be just stupid.
Hey, I did it early in the year, and it shows how stupid I am.
What about Marquez Valdez Scandling?
MVS, is he?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much one of the only options you can sit in this game.
Well, now what about Kansas or Cincinnati's tight end?
Who is their tight end?
That's exactly my point. No.
No, because if you sit him, he'll score 2 touchdowns.
Yeah,
So.
and I can't sit anybody on Cincinnati because I have Joe Burrow on my team, and I've got.
And I got Chase, and I got P. Ryan. You got Mixon too, don't you?
Mixon, I do, yeah.
Yeah,
He's
we love that
questionable.
offense, by the way.
He's questionable. So
MVS.
I'm gonna go with MVS. Even though I have him on my team too, I'm gonna go with him.
You're not starting him though. I hope this week.
I might have to, depending on injuries.
Really? Okay.
Yep,
Wow.
I might have to as a.
Well, I hope you don't.
Yeah, me too.
So.
If Mixon plays, then I don't. If Mixon doesn't play, then I have to start him. So that's my conundrum.
All right. Well, womp it up.
All right. Well, I think we did that one already. We did.
And I don't think I want that game again. Oh God.
Oh, there we go.
Is that the orange?
The orange one, yep. Well, it's kind of a burnt orange or a light orange.
Ooh, Green Bay, Chicago. Okay.
Oh.
Green Bay's -3. Fields is back, right?
He is.
Okay. Are we 100% on that or not?
Yep. I can verify that he has been cleared to play. That's exactly what they said.
Okay. Green Bay is -3. I'm going to take Chicago plus a 3 at home. With Fields back, I'm all over that. So now to start, I either got to pick a receiver. I don't like any of the receivers in that game except Christian Watson, and I don't know where Aaron Rodgers is, whether he's going to be healthy or whether his mind's going to be there.
Or effective, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to pick Fields. So.
Going to take Fields as your quarterback.
Yeah, yes, sir.
All right. I like it. I can't dislike it because he's a Bear. So
yeah, can you believe this? I've had 3 picks and I haven't picked one over yet.
Oh, man.
I think I'm just jaded. It's like, I'm like the scorned lover.
Me thinks you're right.
All right, let's see what you got, Alan. Oh, you got the other orange.
All right. I've got Tennessee and Philadelphia.
That's going to be a good game, I think.
At Philly. Philly is favored by 4.5.
I thought that line would be
and
at least a few points more than that.
The over-under is 44, which is an interesting number to me.
I already know where you're going on that.
I'm going on the over on that one.
That's what I figured you would do. So
yep.
Philly over 44?
Yep.
So you got to sit.
So
is Tannehill playing or is it Malik Willis? Have they given up on him?
I'm pretty sure Tannehill's in.
Okay.
But he's not the one I'm going to sit.
You're going to sit Hurts. Okay, I got you. Just kidding.
Yeah, that's not it either. Let's see. Who do we have at wide receiver in Tennessee?
Nope, you already picked MVS.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're right.
So it's either got to be Goddard or Tennessee's. Who is the Tennessee tight end? Who cares? Because they're not effective.
If I had a phone, I would look it up, but I don't. Because I don't know right off the top of my head who it is. It's not Will Disley, I know that.
God. Yeah, that was a dog shit pick I made a couple weeks ago. Let's see. Tennessee.
Who is the tight end there? That's a great question. You think we would know this running a podcast and all, but... With
our millions of subscribers, I mean...
By the way, while he's doing that, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our videos. We at least entertain ourselves, and we hope we entertain you as well.
I still had an article up about, Delaney Walker. Bo Scaife. I didn't even think he was still in the league.
I said Bo Scaife.
Luke Stocker? No way. Delaney Walker, it looks like. So.
No, you know what? Forget that. I won't even go tight end then.
So you got to sit Tannehill or Hurts? I know which way you're going. You can't sit Hurts.
Yeah, I'm going to have to sit Tannehill as my QB.
I hope you really land on a dog poop game the next, because you're down to your tight end. So
yeah, I know it's going to be a tough one. All right. So I spin for you then.
You got it. Is that a new one? All right, it's a new one.
It is.
I can barely see with my glasses, and I'm looking at the screen a long way away. Oh God, Denver, Baltimore.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, but which receiver can I start in that game?
Jerry Jeudy might be back this week, maybe.
Is Ed McCaffrey still available, or?
It's not going to be a Denver wide receiver, that's for sure.
Oh God. Can I start Bateman? No, wait a minute. No, because he's out for the year. I'm going to think about that for a minute. Denver, Baltimore. Baltimore -9.5 and 39.5. This is going to be my first over, 39.5. I can't pass that up.
Okay.
And just like I said on 36 last week, so that 9.5 is tempting just because I think, Lamar Jackson realizes what a jerk he was and how stupid that was. I think he's going to want to prove to the fans that, hey, I'm still in it for the team. And they may come out and just kick Denver's ass.
They may.
And Denver's not a good team to start with. So
at some point, Denver's got to figure this out, though. And I know they have issues at wide receiver, and they're going through a running back thing, and they're in the process of rebuilding. But at some point, when you got Russell Wilson as your quarterback, you should have been prepared for Russell Wilson as your quarterback.
I agree.
And it should come together. Now, whether it does or not, I don't know, but it's got to come together at some point. Otherwise, that whole marriage is going to end in divorce. So,
yeah.
I don't know what to say about Denver.
And
It's a tough one.
And I don't like any of the receivers in this game. But you got to go with the better offense. I was big on Rashad Bateman going into this year. I picked him in the 5th round, and he shined when him and Lamar had that chemistry, just like Marquise Brown did last year. Demarcus Robinson is no Rashad Bateman or Marquise Brown, but what other options do I have? I don't. So Demarcus Robinson. So let's see what he can do.
Demarcus Robinson. Okay.
Interesting fact. Did you watch that game the other night? Didn't you? The Thursday night game.
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah.
The Ravens got a sack.
Ravens got a sack on the Cowboys. Okay. Marcus Jones, the guy who scored for New England, the first touchdown of the game.
Mm-hmm.
One of the guys in our league, Jay, posted a text in the thread. He said, "Did anybody bet on?" And we don't really bet, but we like to see underdogs. He said, "Did anybody bet on one of these big betting sites? I'm not going to give it justice. I'm not going to give him any free advertisement for Marcus Jones to score the first touchdown." You know what the odds were on that?
What's that?
10,000 to 1. If you would have bet on Marcus Jones to score the first touchdown. Now, first of all, you'd be stupid to even bet that because he's a cornerback. He's not a receiver. Just shows you how
crazy.
Yeah.
Though.
But just think about that. $100 would have got you $1 million.
$1 would have got you 100.
No, $1 would have got you 10,000.
Or I'm sorry, yeah, 10,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting. So
yeah, that's crazy.
yeah, so I got Demarcus Robinson. He's probably got about the same odds to score this week than that Marcus Jones did.
I think this is going to be our last spin, isn't it?
It is.
Okay.
It is.
So we've got 1, 2, 3 spots left.
Okay.
So
we'll see how long
Off
it
it
takes.
up.
We'll see how many hours it takes us to get to one of those last
Shouldn't
3.
take more than a week or two.
All right. It landed right there.
Whoa!
So.
All right. I knew it was like leaning.
That was a curveball. That was a Randy Johnson slider right there.
Ooh, New York Jets and Minnesota.
Oh God.
Wow.
What's the line on that game, Alan? Read it because this really confused me.
Minnesota by 3.
At home against
Is that -3? I can't. It looks kind of.
It's my writing. Yes, it's -3, Alan. Now you're just rubbing it in.
No, I didn't know if that was Minnesota. I didn't know if you had the right.
Well,
game.
what else would it be? It's not the Jets.
How do you? I can't tell that. You guys seen this, you understand. So
Yes,
anyway, it's Minnesota.
I don't know why
-3.
that line is only 3 at home. New York Jets. Granted, Mike White is maybe lead a resurgence, but that Jets team is not good.
Okay.
Even though they just beat the Bears by 3 touchdowns, it's painful to say.
Okay, so the Fox Sports Bet 6 or whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called. I don't have my.
Super 6.
Yes, the Super 6 bets,
Mhm.
whatever. Anyway, so I went through and I do that every week, right?
Yeah,
Just on the off chance that I might win $1 million.
I hit
But-
4 one year. Have you ever hit more than what's the most you've hit?
I don't even know because either I win or I lose. That's my.
Somebody won it a couple weeks ago.
They did.
Yeah.
But anyway, on that I picked Minnesota to beat the Jets. Okay. On here, I'm actually going to pick the Jets to beat Minnesota. So I'm going to take Jets in the 3-point. Oh, I can't do that though, can I?
You can, yeah.
Okay.
Why
So-
couldn't you?
Well, because I was going to take the over/under too, but I can't.
Well, you got to do one, Alan.
Yeah. Because the over, I mean,
You're like a kid in a toy store.
The
You can only pick one.
the
Can I
over-
pick this one and this one? No, you can only pick one.
The over/under is 44.5, and that is so juicy because I think it's going to go way over that. But I'd rather just pick against the spread. I want to pick the Jets over Minnesota. I'll take the Jets with the 3 points.
+3. Okay, I like
Yep.
it.
Now we're at quarterback.
No, you're a tight
Or
end.
tight end, yeah, I'm sorry. So I've got either Minnesota or I've got the Jets tight end. Who do I have to choose from here?
I don't know. I like Tyler Conklin. I think you got 2 good tight ends in Hawkinson and Conklin. But I mean,
Hawkinson's the obvious choice since I'm doing starts this week.
yeah, I mean, it's almost a no-brainer to sit Conklin, even though.
But I like the underdog. No, I'll go with Hawkinson. That's fine.
You're sitting.
Oh, that's right. I am sitting.
So Conklin.
Conklin it is. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you're doing stars. My bad.
God, I hope Conklin goes off for like 3 touchdowns.
This whole new format we have is so confusing to me. I just don't understand all
Alan, life is confusing for you.
It is. Once you learn how to tie your shoes, you can talk, though.
That's why I have slip-ons. Look, there's no laces.
Right. So do I.
You're not even wearing shoes, so... Oh, no, those are grandpa slippers.
I ain't wearing pants. Are you kidding me? But anyway, so we did our starts and sits. We don't have Ben predictions anymore. Why'd you put Ben predictions on the...
I didn't. It's Womp. I made a mistake, Alan, like I do every
Oh,
week.
you made a mistake?
Yes.
Oh, it's that time of the week, huh? So anyway, let's like, subscribe, and share our show.
Definitely. And this jersey up here is getting kind of old, even though we love you, Devin Hester.
Yes.
We need something new up there.
Yeah.
We really, really do.
Who would be a good one to put up there? You know, somebody local would be good.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah. Somebody, I don't know, on a New York team, I think, maybe.
Yeah. In a New York minute, like
Yeah,
that, you mean?
exactly.
Or...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, and Kanye, when I win my Grammy for that song I just sang, don't you dare go up on stage and interrupt me, by the way.
You might, yeah.
Yeah.
You might get Kanye'd, huh?
Yeah.
What does
Actually,
that-
I
don't know
would
what that
love for
means.
that to happen because.
All right, we're done with this.
But anyway,
All right.
James Robinson, yeah, we'd love to have a jersey or even just a comment on the show.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Just get on and say, "Hey, you guys suck." We'd love it. We would probably.
You know,
talk
we got a
about-
couple hometown heroes here in town besides James
We do,
Robinson,
we
Fred
do.
Van Vliet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly, Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. There was actually a guy that played on the Rockford Lightning basketball team a few years ago that was also really good. His name was Chad Gallagher. He was a Boylan guy, so a local guy.
I remember the old days of Rockford Lightning going in there, and the Metro Center would be packed. You got David Wood, Jim Lampley. Remember Jim
All right, let's
Lampley?
stop this.
All right,
because
all right.
The people that don't live in Rockford are going, what the hell are they talking about?
Yes.
So anyway, let's get back to fantasy football. So we were talking, we said, you know, like, subscribe, share. Please do that. We entertain ourselves, but we hope to entertain you too. Please put some comments down there, especially you, James Robinson. We'd love to have you comment on our show or be on our show or whatever.
Or even Fred Van Vliet, if you play
Fred,
fantasy
yeah.
football. Hey, shoot
Yeah,
us
absolutely.
a comment. Or
Absolutely, man. We'd love to have you.
we'll
on the show.
we'll even put a Fred Van Vliet jersey up here, won't we?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. If he will sign it, I will definitely put it up here.
Yes.
Absolutely. That's just for the show, of course. That's nothing for me. I'm not a basketball fan or anything like that. James Robinson, I am a football fan, by the way. So anyway,
Yes. We're a Rockford fan.
we are. We're Rockford fans. Cheap Trick, you know. Anyway, going
Oh,
on.
God.
But anyway, so
Peaches, Rockford Peaches.
the Rockford Peaches, yeah. Tom Hanks' movie and. Anyway, so we digress. So, but definitely like, subscribe, and share our show. Share it with others, and you know, get a good laugh together. So,
Yeah.
I guess you have anything else for them?
I don't
You want to tell them what to do this week
get bent.
on fantasy football?